and gentlemen, welcome back to a WWE 2k18 Universe Mode. I am BrendenPlayz. This is NXT, the first episode of NXT since TLC. And tonight, the title is back home. The NXT Championship returns. Finally, it is back. Well, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we have a matchup between the Brian Kendrick and Cedric Alexander. One-on-one. Some cruiserweight action there for you. I guess we know Johnny Gargano's Master Champion involved in the Cruiserweight Championship right now. We'll see who else can maybe step up to maybe join that soon. Nikki Cross goes one-on-one with Aaliyah. We'll see Jack Gallagher versus Johnny Gargano, the man we just spoke about. Cruiserweight action there as well. We're going to see Eric Young go one-on-one with Angelo Dawkins of the Street Profits. Obviously, Sanity have their issues with the Street Profits. And the title is back home. Drew McIntyre returns with the championship, but it's not going to be a celebration. It's going to be a title defense. It is Black versus McIntyre. The Brian Kendrick gets a victory over Cedric. Nikki Cross gets a victory over Aaliyah. Gallagher and Gargano. Johnny Gargano picks up the victory. We're going to see the Tag Team Champions in action at TakeOver, but tonight, one half of the Tag Champs, Eric Young, will be in action here tonight up against the Street Profits, Angelo Dawkins. This is going to be interesting. We saw Sanity versus the Street Profits a few weeks ago, and Sanity lost via countout. Now, our general manager, Shawn Michaels, is wondering if it is the right decision to give the Street Profits a opportunity here to take on Sanity for the tag titles, considering they did get a victory against Sanity, but it wasn't a pinfall win. And Sanity, they've been one of the best teams we have right now, obviously being tag team champions, but they've obviously had a few little mishaps themselves, a couple of losses here and there, so they've been a little bit vulnerable at times. So maybe this is the chance the Street Profits need to step up. But the Street Profits are still a very new team. So I have to kind of wonder, is it too soon for the Street Profits to be in this type of environment, this big of a matchup against Sanity? Well, they're here tonight. Angelo Dawkins in action. The Street Profits, plenty to like about this team. Montez Ford as well alongside him. They got the swagger, they got the confidence, they got the bit of style as well. They feel as though they are ready. They've had some impressive matches already, had their battles of Sabatelli and Moss, and they went straight after Sanity from there. Eric Young getting ready to take on Dawkins. We're underway here as Dawkins, the bigger of the two, slamming down Young. Well, Eric Young not involved in that count-out loss. He watched on. Now tonight, Eric Young looks to step up here and take on Angelo Dawkins and get the job done for his team. See Eric Young, the veteran of the group. And I feel as though whenever Eric Young is competing, Sanity is at their best. Alexander Wolf, Killian Dane, two tremendous competitors themselves, but you just get the feeling when the leader of Sanity, Eric Young, steps up, Sanity performs much better. There's now Young with a knee there to Dawkins. Oh, big kick there. It's going to be interesting. Obviously, a lot of new teams arriving here in NXT. Heavy Machinery we saw not too long ago as well. The Undisputed Era, they've been really taking over very, very quickly. Sabatelli and Moss. There's Oni Lorcan and Denny Birch. TM61, they're not new, but they're still hanging around, and they're looking to step up themselves. So lots of teams here in NXT all gunning for Sanity. And let's not forget the Authors of Pain. They're still here in NXT, still looking to get those tag team titles back at some point as well. So for the Street Profits, if they do get this opportunity, is meanwhile Eric Young on the second rope, lining up Dawkins. What's he got planned here? Ooh, decided against it. I thought Dawkins is in a bad spot. Young could have flown off the top rope there and launched at him and taken him out. Decided against it though. I was going to say though, if the Street Profits do lose against Sanity, you have to wonder, will they get another opportunity? Because there's so many teams here in NXT, it's quite possible that they may fall right down the ranks and be, you know, without a title opportunity for quite some time. That's the risk that they have to take. The Street Profits may get a surprise victory. They may somehow pull out the big W. If they could do it, that'd be tremendous. It'd be fantastic for them. Big achievement in a small period of time. Sanity, And no pushover, that is for sure, as Eric Young gets met with a belly-to-belly. And Angelo Dawkins showing us some power there. He's confident right now, and why wouldn't he be? The Street Profits have had a great couple of months. Oh, clothesline there. Down goes Eric Young. Dawkins is going to come out the side of the ring as well to follow him. He's going to line him up here. What's Dawkins thinking? Is he going to try and jump off this apron? Here he comes! Big clothesline off the top of the apron. Jumping down and landing right on Eric Young. Perfect clothesline. And he's got him. Oh! Throws him right into the steel ring post. Wow. Dawkins showing some of his power right there. And Montez Ford watching right closely. Not much sanity he can do right now is, hang on, Alexander Wolf's coming around. Getting a bit closer to the action. Just checking on Montez Ford, making sure he doesn't get himself involved. Count continues to grow. We don't want to see another count in here between these two teams. Count of 7 now. Dawkins realizing he gets back in the ring and Young will follow. We'll get back in here, but how will Eric Young be faring after that steel ring post right into the back? He's got to be hurting, but right now Young putting on a brave face and throwing down some right hands into the skull of Dawkins. Bit of payback here, just right after right after right. And now heading to the top of the rope here. Eric Young. He can fly. Oh, went for that elbow. Missed out though. Eric Young been involved in plenty of high-flying situations throughout his career. At a veteran status now, you don't see him fly too much, but he can still go when he needs to. Snaps there with a suplex. Well, Sanity, they are the top of the tag team division right now, with so many teams coming through, as we mentioned. They have to try and defend that. They know it's going to get even tougher down the line when all these new teams gain a bit more experience and get better. Sanity's going to have to step up their game. This is going to be a major challenge for them. If they can get through the Street Profits, it will not be easy whatsoever. Here's the cover now by Young. Hooks that leg. Is this going to be it for Dawkins? No, a kick out. So if Sanity do lose, well, you have to wonder what the future is for Sanity here in NXT. Will they look to try and step up to the main roster, or will they try and get those tag titles back here in NXT? You'll have to wonder what their plans will be. Right now, Dawkins lining up Young. He's got, oh no. Elbow strike there and clothesline to the outside of the ring. And now Wolf's got his hands on Dawkins. Killian Dane's right there as well. Dawkins thrown back into the ring. And Eric Young was coming out to throw him back in himself, but he got out there and his partner had already done it for him. Now Young, picks him up. Oh, into the neck breaker. That's a big man. He's done that too as well. Great power display by Young and almost gets the win. He can't believe it either. Eric Young was pretty positive that was going to be 3. I thought so too. Back body drop. Angelo Dawkins stays in this matchup. But for how much longer? Street Profits trying to somehow pick up the victory here. Can't quite do it. And Eric Young with his chin twisted right there. That jaw in some danger right now as Dawkins trying to get himself back into the matchup. It's been all Young for the last couple of minutes. And a oh no, just a running right hand. And Eric Young getting close to the ropes here. And he's going to use the ropes for leverage. Come on, the referee, surely he can see that, but it won't matter. Dawkins kicks out, and Dawkins is not happy about that. He realized that Young used the ropes. He got up and he was pretty frustrated with Eric Young. And now he's trying to bounce Eric Young around this ring for a bit of payback. Angelo Dawkins picking up Eric Young to the top of the rope here. This is not good for either man. Certainly not good for Eric Young. Dawkins off the top of the rope, looking to go for a big superplex. A superplex off the top. Eric Young all of a sudden is on the back foot. And Dawkins has the advantage in this one. Well, just when you thought Dawkins was in trouble, Eric Young maybe looking for a victory. He's been able to fire back and gets himself back going. And now, can he remain in control? Eric Young picks him up, trying to hit her. Oh, he throws him down. I didn't think he had the power for a moment there to keep him up, but he was able to do so. Now looking to go off the top of the rope. There's the elbow he was looking for earlier. And Eric Young feeling pretty confident now. Dawkins in some real trouble. Eric Young, oh no, pile driver. Oh boy, a pile driver onto Dawkins. And Young picks up the win. Well, Sanity send a statement of their own to Angelo Dawkins and the Street Profits. They are still the team to beat, and they've got a bit of momentum now heading into TakeOver. Street Profits, they will get an opportunity. I still think it's too soon, but they've got their chance. But Sanity, they give them a bit of a stern reminder just exactly who they are, who the Street Profits will be dealing with at TakeOver. Well, Sanity were good tonight, but can they keep it up for TakeOver? Well, now we move along to our championship match. The NXT Championship on the line here tonight. This is going to be big. We are going to see Drew McIntyre defend the title for the first time against this man. Well, Alister Black, ever since coming back to NXT not too long ago, has made a big impression. He's immediately made a major impact and has sent everyone a little bit worried. He's got everyone a bit worried here in NXT that this man could be the future of NXT, a future champion. He's dealt things on his own. He's been, well, caught up with this Undisputed Era situation with Roderick Strong and Cassius Ohno, and he will be involved in the six-man tag team match at TakeOver. But Alister Black, before he gets to TakeOver, would love to walk in as champion. Well, the title is back, and Alister Black, I feel like, is the perfect man to challenge here tonight. He is as tough as it gets. Doesn't say a hell of a lot. Doesn't like to really communicate with many others. He just likes to do his own thing. But he's had no choice but to get himself involved here with the Undisputed Era because of the Undisputed Era attacking him. And he's now been inserted in this six-man tag team match for tonight. The title match he's been wanting a little bit sooner than probably anyone he expected, but he gets it tonight. He gets it against Drew McIntyre, and this is going to be a terrific matchup. Drew McIntyre brings the title back home for the first time in, well, over a couple months now since Bobby Roode's taken the step up to the main roster, and he's really kind of left anyways for a while now. Even before he was officially on Raw, Roode would barely show up anyways. Drew McIntyre with a title around his waist. He got the job done at TLC when he defeated Bobby Roode in a tables match. He put Bobby Roode through a table and got the victory. Well, Drew McIntyre, he'll be busy over the next number of months defending this championship, but his first title defense is tonight. Can he get through it? Or was TLC a fluke victory? Drew McIntyre finally got rid of Bobby Roode. McIntyre has been terrific for a long period of time now. And finally, the opportunity that he's deserved came his way at TLC. Now, he must defend the championship here tonight against Alister Black here at NXT. Tough matchup here. Alister Black, deadly striker. He will hurt you in a number of different ways. Silent but deadly, as they say. And you can see right there, the cut of the throat. Well, that's what Alister Black thinks tonight. He is just here to get the job done. Drew McIntyre wants to make it to TakeOver and beyond as champion still. You don't want to lose the title in your first defense. That is 100% for sure. McIntyre, you can see in the eyes, he is focused. He is ready. And he got through Bobby Roode. And now McIntyre wants to make sure he can get through Alister Black tonight. That's what it's all about. The championship and the referee's possession right now. The NXT Championship, Alister Black, Drew McIntyre. This is going to be interesting. Here we go. Drew McIntyre defends the title for the first time. Alister Black challenging. Here we go. As McIntyre immediately throws Black to the other side of the ring. Well, I feel like Alister Black is one of the toughest superstars we have here in NXT, and he probably is the man to beat. He's had, obviously, his issues with Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era, but he's trying to ignore that. You know, he's not letting the Undisputed Era take away his opportunities. Alister Black came here to become NXT champion. That's what he wants to be. That's why he's here. He wants to be champion. And the Undisputed Era, well, they want to take over NXT. They want to control NXT. They want to have... Oh my God, what about that belly-to-belly from McIntyre? Well, the Undisputed Era, they want to have complete control of NXT. They want to have the tag titles. They want to have the NXT Championship. Hell, they might even recruit a woman and try and get the Women's Championship and maybe even the Cruiserweight Championship as well. Who knows? They're here to take over. They want to control NXT, and they feel as though taking down 3 of NXT's biggest names from the get-go is the perfect start to their goal. Roderick Strong, Cassius Ohno have already been on the receiving end of a number of attacks, as has Alister Black, and while Strong and Ohno have tried their best to take down the Undisputed Era, but they haven't been successful. But I think the one man they needed more than anyone was Alister Black. But Alister Black, well, he refused to really join up with Strong and Ohno. He really was pretty hesitant. He was happy doing his own thing, happy trying to achieve single success as a kick there to McIntyre. As now Black, off the top of the rope, springs off and connects with the knee into the cover now. Well, Alister Black was happy to do his own thing, was happy just to stay as a solo, but he's been dragged into this situation. I think it's a positive thing for Ohno and Strong, because they need the help, they need the assistance of Alister Black. I think with Black's help, they might be able to defeat the Undisputed Era. If not, I'm not sure. Elbow there. Drew McIntyre not getting himself caught up in this Undisputed Era situation. Adam Cole has looked to target Drew McIntyre himself. He targeted Bobby Roode as well, so the championships, and whoever's champion, that's what the Undisputed Era is looking to target. They're looking to get those titles. McIntyre is completely focused right now on retaining this championship. He's focused on the TLC matchup against Bobby Roode in that tables match. And McIntyre's off the top. Oh, McIntyre landing right down on Black to the outside. Well, McIntyre taking a bit of a risk there. Normally you don't see that too often from Drew, but looking to expand his arsenal of moves here tonight to try and defeat Alister Black, and you cannot complain about that. Now, oh, Black landing right there, head first. Referee continues to count there as Alister Black and the heads collide. Drew McIntyre, oh no, oh! DDT to the outside of the ring. Count continues to grow though. Referee might want to tell him to get back in here, and McIntyre obliges. He gets back in there after throwing Alister Black in himself. And Drew McIntyre has the size advantage over many of the superstars here in NXT. A huge man, but the confidence has also been a major factor as Alister Black, some quick strikes there, takes down Drew. And now McIntyre able to avoid it, gets back to his feet. Drew McIntyre certainly bulked up quite greatly since the last time we saw him in the WWE. He's bulked up, he's gotten a bit quicker, faster, stronger. He's really just improved his, every area of his game. And that's why you're seeing him have this success here in NXT. That improvement has really paid off. There's now Black with a boot there. He's going to pick up McIntyre. What's he got planned here? Looking to light him up. Oh, into the ringside barricade. The back of McIntyre straight into the barricade. And oh, SDO takedown there. The count continues though. They might want to try and get this one back in the ring. Count of 6. A couple of occasions these two guys have enjoyed the outside of the ring, trying to inflict as much damage as they can to their opponent using the outside. The ringside barricade, steel ring post, we saw that one earlier, the steel steps. Just the outside of the ring alone, landing on that will hurt. So they're trying to utilize a bit of that. It's not a bad idea. It's all legal, as long as you don't go overboard with it. Okay, throw a steel chair at your opponent or something like that, but you can use the barricade, you can use the ring post, you can use any part of the ring. You may as well. It's now Alister Black. He's got McIntyre right in the middle of the ring with a kick there. Trying to gain the upper hand here. Trying to wrestle back control. Oh, gets tossed away there by McIntyre. The headbutt to follow it up. Well, these two men are locking up right now. They're fighting. It is truly a back and forth contest. Who's going to take this W? Who's going to walk away as still the NXT champion just before NXT TakeOver? We'll find out after we come back from this quick little break. Drew McIntyre defeated me on TLC and took my championship away. Well, I'm officially invoking my rematch clause for TakeOver. But not only that, I'm going to the Royal Rumble. I'm going to walk in to the Royal Rumble as the new NXT champion. We saw Bobby Roode be the champion for over 1 year. But why don't we have Bobby Roode be the NXT champion and the WWE or Universal champion for over a year? Well, there's only one word that would describe what that would be, and that's glorious. Well, that is huge news, ladies and gentlemen. Bobby Roode has invoked his rematch clause. He will take on Drew McIntyre at NXT TakeOver. That is official. But will it be Drew McIntyre or will it be Alister Black? That is the situation we have in hand here. Right now it's Drew, but it could potentially change to Alister Black. And that will also mean if Alister Black does win the championship tonight, well, what will that mean for the six-man tag team match against the Undisputed Era? Well, Roderick Strong and Cassius Ohno need to find another new partner, which certainly won't be easy for them if they have to try and do that. They've obviously tried a few partners already, and I'm not sure if a lot of people want to really stand up to the Undisputed Era right now because they certainly are very, very dominant, and we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. But for right now, Alister Black needs to get the job done. He needs to win this championship, and he's in a real wrestle of a contest right now here against Drew McIntyre, who's looking to get some momentum building himself. Lands down there on Alister Black. Didn't quite get all of it. He's not happy with himself either. He's still in control. He's got him up here, and he has the gut wrench and slams him down as well. Excellent maneuver there by Drew McIntyre, showing his power and strength right there. And here's another example of that, is he just rams the head of Alister Black into the turnbuckle. A battering ram right there, just picking up the body, which is not easy at all, and just to launch him straight into the turnbuckle. That's going to hurt. As Drew McIntyre is hurting right there after the DDT. Moves to the outside of the ring, though, for a quick breather, and Alister Black's going to pay for that. Oh, no! Alister Black sat down with his signature pose, but didn't know that McIntyre was going to get back in the ring so quickly. It'd cost him. Small mistakes like that could cost Alister Black here tonight. He can't afford to make those little errors because any mistake, any error will certainly lead to a loss. Takedown there by Alister Black, though, able to fire back and get McIntyre off his feet here. Here's the hook of the leg, can't quite connect, though. Just a count of one. Drew McIntyre coming back with a right hand of his own now. That's press. Here's some right hands. Drew McIntyre quickly throwing down some bombs right there on Alister Black there. Those quick strikes, and Black needs to try and get back into this one. McIntyre certainly looking good here. And the confidence from TLC has come over here to NXT. Drew McIntyre stepped up the last couple of months here. He's done it for NXT. Shawn Michaels trusted Drew McIntyre to be the one to beat Bobby Roode. Put all his eggs in one basket. It was really all or nothing for NXT. If Drew McIntyre didn't win that match, who knows what would happen to the NXT Championship. But McIntyre brings the championship back home, but will be for one night only here in NXT. Will he lose the title tonight? And will we have a new champion again? Drew McIntyre picks up Black. Wow. Alister Black just flung around the ring like nothing. Now McIntyre heading back towards the corner. And Drew McIntyre lining him up. Here it comes. Oh, there's that Claymore. Drew McIntyre almost took his head off and picks up the victory. He's done it. Drew McIntyre retains the championship with the Claymore. Boom, head almost taken off, as I said. That was a tough victory for McIntyre. Alister Black can hold his head up high. He gave it everything he had. It was a close contest. At times, it just felt as though Alister Black was getting back into it. But I tell you what, the turning point of the match was when Alister Black, well, he sat down. His signature pose, McIntyre got back in the ring and took advantage from there. So one tiny error has cost Alister Black this match. Disappointing, yes, but a victory nonetheless here tonight for Drew McIntyre. Well, hang on a second. Well, here we go again. We've had this issue for a while now with the Undisputed Era, and they are here again. The Undisputed Era, well, it's just Adam Cole. Adam Cole on his way to the ring. Well, I don't like this. Whenever we see the Undisputed Era, whether it be the whole group or just Adam Cole, it's never good news. Adam Cole on his way to the ring right now. What the hell does he possibly want with Drew McIntyre? Well, come on. Adam Cole, he's just got to leave this situation alone here. We're celebrating our new champion here in NXT, but Adam Cole has to come in here and ruin it. Drew McIntyre's not stepping down from a fight, though. Adam Cole coming in here. Is he going to get in the ring? Is he going to fight Drew McIntyre? I'm not sure it'd be the wisest idea right now. McIntyre's ready. But maybe Adam Cole is just out here to send a bit of a friendly reminder to Drew McIntyre. And I think that's exactly what he's here to do. A reminder that he is looking to take over. Oh, McIntyre advancing to Adam Cole. Adam Cole retreating though. Oh, he hasn't come here to fight. McIntyre certainly wants to fight. But Adam Cole is coming here to send a bit of a reminder that the Undisputed Era are looking to capture all the titles, looking to take over NXT. That's their plan. Well, they're going to start that at NXT TakeOver itself, when Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era's Bobby Fish, Kyle O'Reilly will take on Alister Black, Roderick Strong, and Cassius Ohno. It is going to be a tough challenge indeed for the Undisputed Era, but it's one I'm looking forward to. Six-man tag team action at TakeOver. Now we know McIntyre and Rude will go one-on-one at TakeOver as well. TakeOver is certainly shaping up to be a big one. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching this episode of NXT and Universe Mode. If you enjoyed it, leave a like on it. Let's try and hit 6 likes to celebrate the 6-man tag team match coming up. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe to see more. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss any episodes from me. And I'll see you in the next episode of Universe Mode.